How would you explain proof of work and proof of stake to a child? So let's take blocks. Every kindergartner class is given the same set of blocks, and they have to keep it in the same order. And now they need to add a new block. To be able to add that, they need to solve a math problem. And that math problem can be solved only either by luck or by brute force. In this case, everybody's competing against each other to solve that problem. Once it's solved and more than 50% of the class verifies, the block is added, and the child that solved it gets a candy. So in this case, everybody competed against each other, which is the energy issues, and it took a long time to solve the problem. That's the latency that we see in proof of work. Now on proof of stake, you randomly choose a validator. All the kids come together and choose a validator that have a stake, which is a certain amount of candy that they put out. That's their stake. Now, people with more candy, of course, the kids that have more candy will have a higher chance of being chosen. If a validator validates correctly, everybody wins, and validator gets a reward, a candy, for successful validation, and the reward is less than the stake. The reward being less than stake is important because that instills a level of security, a level of validation across the stakeholders. Now, another question, what benefits does proof of stake bring? So, because in the example, the most important thing was having a stake and getting rewarded for a successful validation, because you have that, it's harder to have bad actors. Another thing is, in proof of stake, you have significant energy efficiency because instead of competing against each other, you are working together. And of course, it's much more scalable because of that collaboration. And it's much more responsive because you don't have those natural conflicts, natural competition. When I say much more responsive, proof of work has a 10-minute delay in that validation, where proof of stake does not. Do you think proof of stake will solve crypto's energy issues? I think proof of stake will address crypto's energy issues, but I don't believe it will totally solve it. I don't believe it will be the end, but it is more of a beginning. There has been a number of research that has been made that talks about energy efficiency that comes by using proof of stake. In general, the improvements are over 75–80% on energy consumption. Boston-based Algorand actually talks about green blockchain technology. So there's definitely significant improvement, which also brings us to the next question. Do you believe proof of stake is the future? I believe it definitely addresses one of the main concerns of the energy consumption and environmental issues that goes with the mining. But and this definitely makes a significant improvements. However, I don't think this is the end. I think there will be other improvements that will be made with newer technology, things that will be built on top of proof of stake. Thank you very much for these questions, and have a wonderful day.